Today's episode covers May 6th and May 7th, 2024. Days 26 and 27 of my Great American Motorcycle Adventure. On that first day, I rode 28 miles in terrifying wind. And on the second day, I had a windy but beautiful ride with tacos and got to watch people surfing in the middle of Colorado. I had wanted to ride north to Boulder and then to the Rocky Mountain National Park, but the weather had other plans. The forecast predicted dangerously high winds. There was a ton of construction in and around Estes Park. Trail Ridge Road, the stunning mountain road through the Rocky Mountain National Park, wasn't open all the way. And the other mountain passes I wanted to ride, like Independence Pass near Aspen, were all still snow-covered and requiring chains. So I headed south, and it was wild. Colorado had turned into a wind machine. I'd read that the Denver Post reported gusts of over 80 miles an hour in the metro area. Highways and overpasses were closed. Trucks were getting blown over. And at Denver International Airport, more than 1,100 flights were delayed or canceled as the wind swept across the state that day. I actually don't have any footage from this day because honestly, I was too scared to take my hands off the handlebars to start the camera. So with a death grip on the handlebars, I rode all the way to Castle Rock. It was a whopping 28 miles, and I was done. I pulled off, found a Holiday Inn, and Joan at the front desk was my hero. She got me their last room. So laundry and blogging got done, and I got some rest while the winds whistled loudly through the elevator shafts. I walked across the street to dinner at Rockyard Brewery and had a beer. The next morning, May 7th, I got an early start. Winds were still strong. It was another day of red flag warnings, but it wasn't nearly as brutal as the day before. And today's ride was 146 miles, from Castle Rock to Salida, Colorado, along one of the prettiest river roads I'd ever been on. I took Route 115 south towards Cañon City, and then picked up Route 50 again, and I went back west through the Royal Gorge and along the Arkansas River. rolled into Salida in the early afternoon. I checked into my hotel and walked over to grab tacos at El Rey's Taco Shop. I wanted to see the downtown area, so I wandered on what turned out to be the most inefficient walking route downtown. But I got there eventually. I got a coffee at Coffee by Topo, and then I sat by the river. There were kayakers practicing their skills and a man-made surf wave. In Colorado, at 7,000 feet, I wasn't expecting to be watching surfers. But after all that wind, it felt good to just be relaxing somewhere for a while. I sat and watched the surfers and some dogs play in the river. And then I wandered over and had a nice dinner at the boathouse, and a nice long walk back to the hotel. So I covered about 150 miles of riding and 10,286 steps today. I was tired. Sometimes on a trip like this, the road, or the rain, or the wind throws a wrench into your plans. But other times it gives you tacos, riverside espresso, kayakers surfing a mountain wave. I had it all today, and it was a good day. Tomorrow, my options are limited. There's a bridge out on the highway near Gunnison, and Monarch Pass is closed due to snow. So I'll keep heading south towards Pagosa Springs, through the San Luis Valley, between the Sangre de Cristo Mountains and the Rio Grande National Forest. I've been told there are only 2 seasons when it comes to Colorado roads: snow season and construction season. But I'm still having a blast. Thanks for watching. Until the next ride, be safe, be curious, and keep meandering.